In the world of rugby, few names evoke as much admiration as Antoine Dupont, a player who has redefined what it means to be a scrum half with explosive speed, razor-sharp vision, pinpoint passing, and fearless decision-making. Dupont is not just a player, he is a force, a true game-changer. Before the trophies, before the stadium lights, before the world knew his name, Antoine Dupont was just a boy from Castelnau-Magnoac, a small French town where rugby was more than a sport, it was a way of life. There was no spotlight waiting for him, only muddy fields, cold mornings, and an endless love for the game. At Out Rugby Club, Dupont learned the foundations of rugby and of character, discipline, humility, and hard work. Even at a young age, his coaches noticed something different, not just his skill but his calmness, his intelligence, and his ability to read the game one step ahead. At just 18 years old, Dupont made his professional debut for AUC, facing bigger, stronger, and more experienced opponents, but instead of backing down, he embraced the challenge. His speed, agility, and confidence allowed him to stand tall under pressure. AUC became his proving ground, where he learned how to lead, how to stay calm in chaos, and how to turn pressure into opportunity. With every match, his confidence grew, and soon scouts began to take notice. His journey then took a major step forward when he joined Castres Olympique, one of France's top rugby clubs. This move tested him at the highest domestic level, and from the moment he stepped onto the field, it was clear that this young scrum half was special. His debut season turned heads as his ability to break defensive lines, control the tempo, and outthink opponents made him a standout performer. He showed versatility, playing both scrum half and fly half, and his leadership began to shine. One unforgettable moment came when he scored a stunning try against Clermont, confirming his status as a rising star. Injuries tried to slow him down, and competition pushed him harder than ever, but Dupont never lost belief. He adapted, learned, and returned stronger every time. Castres did more than sharpen his skills, it forged his mentality and prepared him for greatness. The defining move of his career came when he joined Stade Toulousain, one of the most prestigious clubs in world rugby. At Toulouse, Dupont was surrounded by elite players, yet he belonged instantly. His impact was immediate, becoming a regular starter and the heartbeat of the team. Every match felt different. With Dupont on the field, he didn't just play rugby, he controlled it, leading Toulouse to multiple top 14 titles and European Champions Cup victories, while dominating games with creativity, intelligence, and fearlessness. At the same time, he earned his place in the French national team, wearing the blue jersey with pride, confidence, and authority. His debut for France was remarkable, and he quickly became indispensable to Les Bleus. In the Six Nations, Dupont didn't just compete, he dominated, cementing his place among the best scrum halves in world rugby. His golden years followed as he led Toulouse to consecutive league titles and helped France achieve Six Nations glory, including a historic Grand Slam in 2021. His brilliance was recognized globally when he was named World Rugby Men's Player of the Year. Yet even in success, Dupont remained humble, always crediting his teammates and coaches. For him, rugby was never about individual glory, but about collective effort. Greatness, however, is never a straight line. Injuries tested his body and doubts tested his mind. The ultimate challenge came during the Rugby World Cup, when a brutal facial fracture threatened to end his tournament. Many believed his campaign was over, but Antoine Dupont refused to surrender. Against all odds, he returned masked, fearless, and focused, inspiring teammates and fans alike, proving that greatness is not just about talent but about heart, resilience, and courage. Then came challenge no one expected: the Paris Olympics. Transitioning to the fast-paced world of rugby sevens, many questioned whether a 15-a-side superstar could adapt. Dupont answered with action, leading France with speed, intelligence, and leadership through the tournament. In a thrilling final against Fiji, history was made as France secured Olympic gold, fulfilling Dupont's lifelong dream. From a small town in France to the pinnacle of world rugby, Antoine Dupont's journey is a testament to discipline, resilience, teamwork, and belief. He is more than a champion, he is an inspiration, a player who doesn't just win games but wins hearts, and his story reminds us that with hard work, dedication, and courage, anything is possible. As the rugby world moves forward, Antoine Dupont continues to stand at the center of its evolution, a player whose influence stretches far beyond the scoreboard and into the soul of the game. Every time he steps onto the field, the tempo changes, the energy rises, and belief spreads among teammates. Because Dupont represents certainty in chaos, he sees space before it opens, feels danger before it forms, and acts with confidence that comes only from deep understanding. His style of play blends instinct With intelligence, speed with control, and creativity with discipline, making him one of the most complete players the sport has ever known. Opponents do not simply prepare for a team, they prepare for Dupont, because one moment of hesitation is all he needs. A half gap, a delayed tackle, a broken line, and suddenly the match is transformed. This is what separates good players from great ones, the ability to decide games in seconds under the heaviest pressure. Dupont thrives in those moments, not because he seeks attention, but because responsibility fuels him. He embraces the weight of expectation and turns it into clarity. While others rush, he remains composed. While others panic, he calculates, and when the opportunity appears, he strikes with precision. His leadership is quiet but undeniable. He does not need to shout or dominate conversations. His work rate, his positioning, and his relentless commitment speak louder than words. Teammates trust him instinctively because he delivers not once, not twice, but consistently across seasons, across competitions, across formats, from club finals to international tournaments, from 15-a-side battles to the lightning pace of sevens. Dupont adapts, evolves, and excels, proving that true greatness is flexible, never fixed. His dedication to improvement is relentless. Training sessions, analysis, recovery, mental preparation, every detail matters to him because he understands that at the highest level, margins decide legacies. This mindset has allowed him to overcome injuries, setbacks, and criticism without losing confidence. Each challenge becomes fuel, each doubt becomes motivation, and each return becomes stronger than the last. His journey has inspired a new generation of players who no longer see limits defined by size, position, or tradition, because Dupont has shown that intelligence, courage, and work ethic can rewrite expectations. The scrum half role, once seen as purely a distributor, is now weapon because of him, a position capable of leading attacks, breaking lines, finishing tries, and defending with ferocity. He has expanded what is possible, and in doing so has elevated the entire sport beyond tactics and trophies. Dupont represents values that resonate deeply: humility, respect, resilience, and teamwork. Despite global recognition, he remains grounded, connected to his roots, and grateful for every opportunity. He often speaks of collective success, reminding the world that no player wins alone. This humility strengthens his leadership because it builds trust and unity within the team. When pressure mounts, when matches tighten, when moments define careers, Dupont is there, steady, focused, and fearless. His story is not just about winning, but about how to win with integrity, how to rise without forgetting where you came from, and how to chase excellence without losing joy. As years pass, records may be broken, titles may be added, and milestones may be reached, but the true measure of Antoine Dupont will be his lasting impact on rugby itself. The way he changed how the game is played, how the position is understood, and how players approach preparation and mindset. Long after he leaves the field, young athletes will study his matches, coaches will analyze his decisions, and fans will remember the feeling he created whenever he touched the ball: anticipation, excitement, and belief. Because some players entertain, some dominate, and a rare few transform the game. Antoine Dupont belongs to that rare few. His journey from a small French town to the summit of world rugby is proof that greatness is built patiently, forged through discipline, sharpened by adversity, and sustained by passion. And as long as rugby is played, his name will echo as a symbol of what is possible when talent meets purpose and courage meets opportunity. Antoine Dupont is not just a champion of his era, he is a timeless standard, a reminder that the game at its best is intelligent, brave, and beautiful, and that one player with vision, heart, and determination can change everything. As time moves forward and the chapters of modern rugby continue to be written, Antoine Dupont remains a constant reference point, a player against whom eras are measured and standards are set. His influence extends beyond tactics and formations into the mentality of the sport itself. Because Dupont has changed how pressure is understood, he has shown that pressure is not something to escape, but something to master when moments grow heavy, when expectation tightens, when the margin for error disappears. He becomes sharper, calmer, and more decisive. This mental strength is what separates legends from stars, because skill may open doors, but mindset determines how long you stay at the top. Year after year, Dupont arrives with the same hunger, the same focus, and the same refusal to coast on reputation. He studies opponents not to fear them, but to understand them. He dissects patterns, identifies weaknesses, and anticipates movements before they unfold, turning preparation into advantage on match day. His rugby intelligence allows him to control rhythm, knowing when to accelerate the game into chaos and when to slow it into control. This command of tempo gives his teams confidence because they trust that someone on the field always sees the bigger picture. His communication is subtle: a glance, a signal, a perfectly timed pass that says more than words ever could. Younger teammates grow faster around him because he raises expectations without pressure and demands excellence without ego. This is leadership in its purest form, built on respect, not authority. His physical commitment matches his mental sharpness. He defends with the same intensity he attacks, throws himself into tackles, chases, kicks relentlessly, and never disappears when the game turns ugly. This balance of flair and grit makes him complete, because brilliance without sacrifice is fragile, and Dupont understands that the hardest moments define reputations more than highlights ever will. Throughout his career, injuries have tested his resilience, but never his belief. Each recovery has strengthened his understanding of his body, his limits, and his preparation, turning setbacks into long-term advantages rather than excuses. He returns smarter, not reckless, sharper, not desperate, because patience has become one of his greatest weapons. In an age obsessed with instant success, Dupont represents sustainability, excellence built slowly, carefully, and honestly. His story resonates because it feels real, grounded in effort, not mythology. Fans connect to him not only because of what he does on the field, but because of how he carries himself off it. With humility, gratitude, and quiet confidence, he speaks thoughtfully, never exaggerating his role, always redirecting praise toward the collective. This authenticity deepens his impact, because greatness that remains human inspires more deeply than perfection ever could. Across stadiums, countries, and generations, Dupont has become a symbol of possibility, proof that discipline does not kill creativity and that intelligence can be just as powerful as strength. Coaches reference him, analysts debate him, and young players dream of playing like him. Yet what truly sets him apart is that he never appears finished, never complete, always searching for improvement. This restlessness keeps him evolving as the game evolves, ensuring that he is not a product of a moment but a force that adapts to time itself. As rugby faces new challenges, faster formats, tactical shifts, physical demands, Dupont remains relevant because his core qualities, vision, courage, work ethic, and humility, do not age. They translate